wanted.
One
Nominal is 1385.
Okay. I don't like to hear blood, no.
But I can hear you.
They can hear me, I can. Okay.
We are live, I guess. So we can't be happier than what we are now. We definitely confirmed that the lander is on the surface, and I leave it to Stefan. I think it's up to him to judge how it's going now on the lander.
Okay, so we are there, and Philae is talking to us. First things he told us was that the harpoons have been fired, rewound, and the landing gear has been moved inside, so we are sitting on the surface. Philae is talking to us, more data to come and to be analyzed right now. The flywheel is going down, which it should do, of course. We are there, it's done its job. We are on the Comet.
Ladies and gentlemen, Philae is on the Comet, and clearly a few very exhausted and overtired, but nevertheless very happy flight directors and operation managers there in the main control room just now. Ladies and gentlemen, there are some very happy people standing here, all eager to say their bit. First of all, I would like to ask Jean-Jacques Dordain, the ESA Director General, on stage. Monsieur.
You have all heard that Philae has landed. And to take what Professor Shoryamov was telling us, this is a big step for human civilization. And because this is science, scientists, knowledge, and that this is certainly terrestrial intelligence. That makes the difference. I would like at this stage to repeat what I say after each success. The biggest problem of success is that it looks easy. And especially for us who are not doing anything. And when you know the sum of expertise, the sum of dedication, the sum of team working between 20 nationalities of member states of Europe, plus cooperation with international partners. When you know that this type of success is not coming from the sky. It comes from hard work and for expertise, because the only way to reconcile risk and success is the expertise. This is the reason why today we have demonstrated that the European expertise, be it at ESA, be it in the industry, in national space agencies, in research centers, everywhere, this is the best expertise of the world, because we are the first to have done that, and that will stay forever. Thank you very much.
Big and certainly very emotional day for the Director General of the European Space Agency, Jean-Jacques Dordain. Ladies and gentlemen, the European Space Agency is based in Darmstadt. Darmstadt is a part of the German state of Hesse, and we have the Prime Minister of the state of Hesse here with us. He's also the President of the German Bundesrat. Welcome, Volker Bouffier.
Sehr geehrter lieber Professor und Präsident Dordain, it's, in my point of view, a miracle and the result of a great work of all of you and a lot of colleagues who are today not with us. But my warmest welcome to all these colleagues, the science community, the honorable guests from all over the world. And I may say in this day, Darmstadt is the middle of the Space Agency. And we are very proud here in Hesse and in Darmstadt that at the end of this mission, Rosetta mission, longer than 10 years, the most powerful and the most, in my point of view, the most exactly doing was here ESA Darmstadt. And therefore, it's a great day for all over the world and for Space Agency. And it's a special day for us. And we are very proud to can share this day and this event with you. My congratulations to all those who has done such a huge result. You compared it sometimes like the first time on the moon. Maybe. I hope that we will get a lot of information that will make the world a little bit better. This way, thank you for coming. Congratulations for this huge event and huge result. And all the best for ESA and all the colleagues who have done this wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I can tell you I'm even more thrilled than you are reading from Chetna. Ladies and gentlemen, it's in fact a real, not only an honor, that's always what is said, an honor and pleasure. I'm really happy. I'm so happy to witness this success, a success of cooperation in Europe, which was said. It's a success of ESA as a whole, but at the same time also at the partners for the Philae, namely ASI, CNES, MPS, and also DLR, and of course NASA. 7 years ago, I entered DLR, and in the first days, I got an explanation of this strange mission, Rosetta. And I'm telling you that story because it's very important. They showed me the instruments, they showed me the lander model at the place where now we have also this control center in Cologne. And I just said, I'm a civil engineer, it's unbelievable. That you cannot think about it, that's not possible. And then I went away. It took 3 years until some of the scientists came back to me and said, Mr. Werner, we are not happy about you because you don't believe in us. And that was not what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that this plan of this mission is so exciting that I cannot really understand that it's possible. Today, you made it possible. Therefore, as Daniel was saying, grazie, merci, thank you very much, and vielen Dank.
Part of our culture. This is science, which is developing very quickly, and this is a demonstration how quickly we are moving. So, in the past, we had a number of myths, which are starting from going to the America, looking for the North Passage, looking for the South Passage. I think going to the Comet is now part of this historical decision, goals, difficult things which humankind is so good at doing it. I always dreamed to be at the beginning when a myth is starting. This Rosetta is a myth, as was a myth many stories that in the past were told and described by poets and by historians. Today, the technology allows us to live through this occasion with a much more effective way, with much more images, but the core of it is the same. It's about human beings, it's about us, it's about people having a dream, it's about working together, it's about dreaming for the future. And the fact that we are so fragile, so small, so weak, but we can do things like that, obviously make us very proud of belonging to this fantastic race. And So this is just the beginning of the adventure of Philae, but this is also the beginning of ESA landing on foreign bodies. So thank Philae, looking for the beautiful science you're going to create, and let's prepare for the next time. Let's prepare for ExoMars. Thank you so much.
Well, good afternoon, ministers, distinguished colleagues, friends. I send the congratulations of Greg Clark, the UK Minister for University Science and the Cities. I know he's been interested to follow this mission. Unfortunately, he could not be here today, but I'm sure he is following the success from a distance. Everybody talks about the imagination and vision of missions like this, and they stretch over generations. I almost think of them as being a bit like the great medieval cathedrals. The vision is passed from generation to generation, but the legacy and the legacy of the science we'll get from this mission will last forever. But to have that kind of vision takes a lot of people, and I think it's the people I would like to say a few words about that have delivered this project. Jean-Jacques, the Director General, has already spoken about it, but many of those people have been in the UK and have contributed to this mission over the years. In fact, amazingly, I was told the very first science meeting about this project was held as long ago as 1986 in the UK, and even the very first Director General of the European Space Agency was at that meeting. It's been a generational project. So the scientists had the vision for the mission. The engineers and the technologists got involved in helping build it, so I'd like to express my thanks to the people in UK industry who've helped contribute to the project. And then right now, I know there'll be scientists from the Open University and the Rutherford Appleton Lab that will be celebrating because their contribution to Philae, this miniaturized laboratory that's now on the surface of the Comet, has been their contribution. But to some extent, the success for me is tinged with just a little bit of sadness because the scientist who proposed that instrument, Professor Colin Pillinger, sadly passed away earlier this year. And he was a leading proponent of planetary science in the UK, pushed the UK to take planetary science more seriously. And although my thoughts go out to his family, I know one thing, that Colin was enthusiastic about the effect of exploration and planetary missions to inspire the next generation. And so I worked on Rosetta 20 years ago as a young engineer. And if there are people and students and kids in school today, imagine what the projects they're going to be working on in 20 years' time. So the simple way of summing it up for me is science fiction has become science fact today, or a better way maybe is Hollywood is good, but Rosetta is better. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Jim Green from NASA. And on behalf of Charlie Bolden, the NASA administrator, and John Grunsfeld, the Associate Administrator of NASA in Science, I congratulate ESA. And in this congratulation, it's critical to understand the role that ESA's played in making this mission happen. The number of countries that are involved is more than any other mission that I can remember. We're very proud to be a part of this mission. We have several experiments on the orbiter, and it's just been wonderful. I'd also like to say a couple things personally. From my perspective, how audacious, how exciting, how unbelievable to be able to dare to land on a comet, to take that step that we have all wanted from a scientific perspective, that ESA has produced and given it back to the world in this venue has allowed us all to participate in that great adventure. We should relish that moment. It is the start of something important. The solar system is mankind's. This mission is the first step to take it. It's ours. Let's learn about the environment that we are in. It's these steps that will lead us beyond this planet and onto Mars and out into the solar system. I truly believe that a single planet species will not survive long. It's our destiny to move off this planet, and this is the kind of steps that we must do. ESA, thank you from the bottom of my heart for a wonderful experience, and the science will be marvelous. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Michael Menking. I'm representing Airbus in the industrial team. What a great day. And I can only confirm the Rosetta mission is another giant leap for mankind. If you consider how many first times we had, and perhaps we even will have in this mission, because for sure the landing is a very important subject, but it's not the end of the mission. We will at least follow the Comet for the next 1.5 years. For sure, we at Airbus are very proud. We built a spacecraft. We are proud being a part of the engineering heart. And thanks therefore to ESA, who has entrusted us to do that job. And just taking my ingoing statement with a giant leap for mankind, we hope that Rosetta mission will inspire the next and young generation to go to space as Apollo has inspired us. Just to give a short look on the international cooperation we had also on the industrial level, and to give you some figures. Airbus Defence and Space here in Germany, in Friedrichshafen at the Lake Constance, had the lead team, had the prime contractorship for working together with more than 96 companies all over Europe, nearly in all member states, including also working together with the US. Each country has put their own contribution into this mission, and this also shows it's not just, let's say, one focus, it's really a common international endeavor. So therefore, I would like to thank all the contributors, all our partners, contractors, suppliers for their contribution. Be aware that the lessons learned, the skills, are still in the brain of the engineers and are used for sure for other missions mentioned by ESA, like Bepi Colombo and like others. So therefore it's in. Thank you very much for that, and thank you very much for the trust which we got from ESA. Thanks.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, if you just have a few more minutes, because before we can open the champagne, I think it would be very kind towards Philae if we just one more time make sure it's okay. And for that, we cross over to the Lander Control Center in Cologne, where Koen Gertz is standing by. Koen, how is Philae doing?
Hello. Well, Philae is doing great. We've seen the touchdown signal. This means that we landed on the Comet, or we touched the surface. We saw that the damping length, so to absorb the impact, decreased with 4 centimeters. This is much less than we were expecting. This could indicate that the Comet or the landing was very soft, very gentle. What we can also confirm is that the ADS, so the tank opening that failed yesterday, was indeed a tank opening failure, not a sensor problem, because it did not ignite. What we also see from our telemetry is that the anchors did not shoot. And this is causing us some concerns at the moment, because without this anchoring, we cannot with 100% certainty state that we are landed on the Comet and that we're fixed on the Comet. So from a software point of view, from sequencing, we see that everything is proceeding nominally. We have a bit more frequent link breaks as before touchdown. At the moment, Rosetta is doing raster scans, taking imaging, so it's moving a little bit. Perhaps this could be a reason. But our big concern is at the moment if we can in some way confirm that we're also standing stably on the Comet and will remain there, and we are considering if we need to retry shooting the anchors. So this is the current situation.
Koen, thank you very much for this update. Good to know that Philae had a soft landing, and I'm sure that Philae will make the most of the time it's got on that Comet. In the meantime, best of luck with the anchors. Koen Gertz in Cologne at the LCC. And ladies and gentlemen, I would like the last person to ask Thomas Reiter to join me on stage right now, the head of ESOC and Director of Human Spaceflight Operations here at ESA, because there are only 3 things to say. Philae's landed, Philae is alive. In 1 hour from now, after 22 hours of live coverage, we still don't give up, and we hope you don't either, because that's when we expect the first pictures taken by Philae from the landing site, something we definitely do not want to miss. And I'm sure I'll leave it to you to invite everyone